Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's a Tuesday, and we got NXT on tap tonight. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. We're heading towards Battleground, and we got a contract signing and so much more. Me and that new pretty face, this one are ready to go tonight. It's going to be a fun one here at the Wrestling for Life Network. Get in that chat, click all the buttons, be a part of the show, be a part of the family. Like, share, subscribe, make sure you're not quiet or shy. Strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, and we are back at it again with NXT tonight. NXTNA, NXTNA, whatever we want to call it at this point, the merging of all of the talent. But it's going to be a fun one, and we're merging some talent. As things have changed a little bit tonight, we're going to say hello to someone else. But I will remind everybody out there, I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Tea Time Tony. Mr. Anthony, how are you?
I am doing good. I'm excited for some TNA talent tonight on NXT. We got that big contract signing with Joe Hendry and Trick Williams. So I'm looking forward to seeing how tonight shapes up for, the future of TNA, I guess.
Right. I feel compelled to be like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. No, welcome. Big shout out to Big Nick taking a night off. Anthony jumping in on screen. And it's always a pleasure to have you here. I'm sure people are going to ask. I mean, again, you kind of are the best out there doing the TNA stuff. So here you are tonight to talk a little NXTNA. And again, it could be historic, as you mentioned. I mean, could Trick Williams win the TNA title?
I mean, it's a possibility. I've seen some chatter online about, certain people wanting Trick Williams to win the TNA World Championship. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just need to pull for TNA and want Joe Hendry to retain. But this could happen. It really could happen, and it could be big.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm still kind of leaning Joe. I still believe. I believe strong. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, a lot of people I think some people just want it to happen so they can go, I told you WWE sucks. But I mean, ultimately, there's a story to be told here, right? If this somehow leads to bigger things, we did get the announcement. I think it came out over the last couple of days here. But, TNA is going to be participating in Triple Mania, which is great for them. I know some people tried to foo-fooey, but again, Joe Hendry, Moose, and others are going to be on the Triple Mania card. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, from what I saw, they're even down for future, kind of collaborations with TNA. And from what I'm understanding, WWE is okay with AAA talent working in TNA as well. Yep. So yeah, it's crazy that it's 2025 and we're talking about WWE partnering with other companies and purchasing companies, at this point in time. Didn't think that was even on the docket for WWE at this point. So yeah, it's a lot. I'm looking forward to the Worlds Collide in 3 weeks here, and then we got Triple Mania coming up. That'll be my first Triple Mania. I'm gonna try to watch it since there's so many companies involved. Right. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we've covered Triple Mania in the past, always one of their big shows. They do a few of the Triple Manias in different places. August tends to be their biggest one, I think. But again, this working relationship and expanding, kind of the talent pool helps a lot of companies. And I think it doesn't hurt at all to have some give and take. I think it's been a pretty good give and take for both companies so far. Between exposure, good matches, some surprise matches, but I think it's worked out well for both companies. And I mean, I don't feel like NXT has gone into TNA and just run them over. I mean, they've taken a good amount of L's. A lot of, Masha looked good against NXT talent. Joe's come in and gotten wins. For my money, it's been all right, Anthony.
Yeah, to me, it's been fine. I mean, I've seen different chatter online, about it. But for me, I think it's been perfect. TNA has gotten that exposure. I mean, they're selling out venues, their numbers are growing each and every week. People are asking how to tune into TNA, and that's what I feel like TNA really wanted out of this, was more
Yeah.
exposure for the company, and that's what they're getting. And like you said, it's been fair between both sides. I feel each company has had their showings of great matches and great talent with the exchange, and I think it's worked out for the best, honestly.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that exposure, I mean, we talk about it a lot. I mean, for trying to build an audience, exposure is everything. Just get us in front of more people. So, people see this Joe Hendry guy. Oh, he's cool. I want to know more. You see someone like Masha. Oh, she's awesome. I want to see more. And I think it's worked really well. And then you've even had the guys like the Hardys work as ambassadors between the two companies. So, yeah, I mean, for my money, good times, good times. But ladies and gentlemen, as we always say, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the streams. Hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. You're doing well. We are rolling through May at a top clip. We got lots coming your way. This one's building towards Battleground. We got Beach Breaking tomorrow. We have Double or Nothing coming up. We got Money in the Bank, Saturday main event. Under Siege. Out? No.
Against all odds.
Against all odds. That was close.
So close.
Way out. That's WWE. But yeah, we got so much coming up. It's going to be a fun one, folks. But get in that chat. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Click those little reaction buttons, those little emojis in the corner. They do help our algorithm, so don't forget that. And blow up the chat. What did you want to talk about? What do you want to say? What do you want Anthony and I to banter about tonight? We are about 6 minutes away, 6.5 minutes away from the start of the show. So we will say hello to Zach. How you doing? Kevin, welcome back.
What's up,
Damien,
Kevin?
good to see you. There you go. Wesley, the leader of the Hopian tribe, Tony D. Wesley, a little bit of an unexpected match. We know Tony D. This match is all just to set up whatever's happening with Stacks.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I don't think this match is going to finish, but we'll find out. Twisted Mental. Good name. Good name. What's up? Let's go. Let's go. It's going to be a fun time. Eric, welcome back as always, sir. How you doing? How you doing? About contract signings. First thing Anthony and I talked about before we went live today was who's going through the table.
Yeah, someone's going through a table tonight. I don't know if it's Joe Hendry. I don't know if it's Trick Williams. Somebody's going through a table tonight. That's just the history of contract signings.
Right. My money's on Joe going through the table.
I think so. We still got 1 week, before everything goes down. So, yeah,
right.
It definitely could be Joe this week.
Right. Roman, welcome back. Nicole, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. What up to Nicole? How are you doing on this fine Tuesday? See money in there like a fucking just slipping right in. Hi. See money, how are you tonight? Brandon, welcome back. Ye God, good to see you. The Unk in the house. How's it going? How's it going? God, all about the NXT right now. I like it. Roll Tide. Tomorrow's my birthday. And Tony Khan's got Beach Breaking for your birthday, Roll Tide. So happy early birthday. If we pop in tomorrow, we'll say it again. But I hope it's a wonderful, wonderful birthday, Roll Tide.
Absolutely.
Brandon asking you, how you doing? How you doing?
What's up, Brandon? What's up? I'm good. Here for NXT tonight. A little excited about it.
Let's go. Terrell, welcome back. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Vance is in the house. Jason, you have a new co-host tonight. The Insider is here. That's it. You got to call in you got to call in the big dogs when someone steps away. So Anthony, ready to go. What to Big Nick? All right, Roman. We'll shout out. What goes out to Big Nick? 2025 is changing people because Max Payne and Motorstrom is coming back. Max Payne's been a hot minute.
I don't know what that is. That might have to be explained to me.
Video game. One of the OG,
okay.
One of the OG first persons. Max Payne was a lot of fun back in the day. GTA 4 remastered has everyone going crazy. Well, that's kind of silly. Like, we're so interested. Stop remastering what you've already done. Vance, welcome back. Jason, good to see ya. Alexis, always a pleasure. Let's go, let's go. Daniel Berry, sports highlights. Welcome, 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 welcome. Brandon over on Twitch. Don't forget, we do have a Twitch, folks. It is crawling towards that milestone of 100 people. So if you haven't signed up for our Twitch yet, make sure you go over and join Brandon on our Twitch. Paul's back with us. Cheeseburger night. Let's go. Can't go wrong with a good cheeseburger. Vance, Jason, Nicole, we got you. Jake, the original tribal chief. Welcome back, sir. Does TNA get a TV deal with who? That's so funny.
They're gonna get a TV deal soon. The president of Anthem's been kind of talking about it on Twitter, so it's there. It's there.
I also believe that this is a benefit of the relationship with WWE and TKO and being in their good graces. Like I said, you know, we've recently watched TNA get a TV deal in Canada and be available, you know, in Canada. Their library's available now on demand. It's good for TNA. They just got to land that US deal, and now we're talking a different game.
Right. They just land the deal in, you know, some of the Latin American countries as well with, you know, a TV deal there. So it's coming. They're working very hard to get it.
Absolutely. Cherokee George, welcome, welcome, welcome. Lots going on here tonight. Brandon, welcome back. Big Dog, all about the hellos. Good to see you, buddy. It's like 3-4 streams in a row. Twisted at it again. Let's go. MDB. The Chump is here. The Knee Pad Patrol. We don't give him a belt. We give him knee pads, little championship knee pads.
I like that. I like that.
Kevin, Boston, how you doing?
What's up, Boston?
Good evening, OG Dale, the former champ. How you doing, sir? Kyle's with us. Kevin's with us. Who have I missed? Wrestling Proud, AJ. Bum, 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 bum. Roman got you. Danisha. Shout out Anthony. I like it.
Danisha?
Silent Hill 2 is terrifying. Okay. Random thoughts with AJ. Max Payne was definitely weird. There, yeah, no shit. Bradley, what the hell? Ringsider Anthony. Hello, everybody.
I'm here tonight.
Manhunt was I love Manhunt. Manhunt was an outstanding game.
I feel like my head's been in Call of Duty so much that I don't know any other games. So.
Man, this is gonna date me. I'm a Wolfenstein I had on a floppy that you stuck in your computer. I was like,
floppy disk.
Like fuck, early 90s. TNA is on Access in the South. There you go. Let's go. Spaz jumping in. Big Kigs. I can live with that one. And wait, Sweet Tony O Rings, RSA. What's your thoughts on Nemeth, Moose, and Hendry joining Barto and Angel in Triple Mania at Triple Mania?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for some of the TNA talent being at Triple Mania, WWE being involved. I really think it's going to be something special when all three of those companies, even though AAA is owned by WWE, I'm still keeping it separate in my mind, comes together for that show. It's going to be great.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. To this day, Paul, I'll go Gustavo because it's just the way it was triggered, and it sounded like Goose Pimple. When you got discovered by the guards. Anyway, we're moving on. We're going nostalgic here as we are about to start the show. Berto! We tag him up with more toast and everything's good to go. Thank you again. Yeah. But I'm getting the Netflix logo, Anthony.
I am too.
This is exciting. Then. You can sync up at home now.
Now.
All right, folks.
I think we're okay.
Forever. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony are dialed in, synced up, ready to go for the show tonight. And if you are out there, you can do the same. I got Together on my screen right now, and we will see what NXT has for us tonight.
Should be something special tonight as we open up with a video package from last week.
What up, Chris? Yeah, going back to the #1 contender battle royal.
which was won by was it Miles?
Yeah, Miles Bourne.
Miles Bourne. Okay, I can't remember his last name. That was a
Miles.
shocking win.
Yeah, I still can't quite fathom it. Now Oba's gonna fight Charlie tonight. Charlie Dempsey wasn't thrilled that, again, we're trying to create this inner faction, angst, but I don't know that a lot of people are that interested in the no quarter catch crew.
Yeah, I know. I haven't really been interested in them. I know they showed up in TNA last year for a bit. I think they feuded with the Rascals, and that was okay. But outside of that, like I don't, they're there, right?
Right. I'm with you, Anthony. I don't currently have a console because I live in a homeless shelter, LOL, but I do play Call of Duty Mobile. Brandon.
Yeah,
Shout
Call of
out.
Duty is fun. That's I play on PC. I actually have the game on PC and PlayStation 5. Yeah, so I'm an avid player of Call of Duty.
Once upon a time, sir. Once upon a time.
I did just start playing Doom, the one that came out in 2016, I think, or 2015. Yeah, I like it so far.
Yeah, Doom's a classic. Never a bad time. Somebody else mentioned one that I was a big. Oh, Duke Nukem. That's going back.
That's an old one.
Yeah, Anthony Stevenson in the house. Miles Bourne starting to show off.
Show with Miles Bourne. All right.
Did I call him Riley Osborne yet?
I don't think so.
Welcome, John C. But yeah, we are off and running. The number one contender, Miles Bourne, in the house.
It's so weird that like he looks so much like Randy Orton.
Now, especially now that they've given him like the dress suits and stuff.
Yeah,
like he 100% feels like Orton's kid.
It's crazy. I still can't believe he's number one contender though. That just threw me for a loop.
Right. Hey, KJ and Anthony, Rick talking to be the next Flyers coach. He's coming home. Yeah, bringing back one of their own. Talking's a nice, hard-nosed, no-nonsense type coach. So Philly's been a struggling team for the last while. They could use a guy like Talking to try and get them back to where they used to be. I shocked the damn world. Damn right you did.
Yeah, shocked everyone with that win. Oh, Boston. He always claims like his phone is on do not disturb when I try to text him, but
Oh, Khalik. Now, Nicole taking us all the way back. I play my dad. Now I feel like a little out of place here. Play my dad's ColecoVision. Coleco was like the OG before Atari, before Sega, before the OG Nintendo. There was ColecoVision.
ColecoVision. Never heard of that.
It was stick figures and fucking clunky controllers, and yeah, oh my god.
I think the oldest system I had was the 64 or the Sega Genesis. Both of them, maybe.
Yeah, I loved Sega Genesis. I always leaned towards Sega more than I did Nintendo. No one's mentioned Final Fantasy. OG series. I was never a big fan of Final Fantasy guy though.
I tried one game and it was just too much for me.
I'm going back to shooting people. This sucks. So yeah, Bourne cutting a promo.
I didn't know he was deaf.
I kind of got educated on that last week because I noticed he was speaking with a bit of an impediment.
Yeah.
And I politely, thankfully for my sake, I asked instead of just being like, what's happening? But yeah, the chat kind of wised me up to the fact that he's hearing impaired.
Yeah, wow.
The Commodore 64. Yeah, you lost. I'm stopping at ColecoVision, Don. That's awesome. I got one of those at a flea market once upon a time. I was like, all right, what's this thing?
Okay. All right, Miles.
I might be hard of hearing. Okay, a little bit of an applause, a little love, but here's all ego.
I might get behind Miles a little bit now.
He's trying, a little green in the delivery, but not terrible.
Yeah.
You might be worse than Ricky Saints. Okay. Now Dempsey is going to fight Oba, and I wonder if that match is going to be first because Dempsey's already in the ring.
On a fluke.
It's kind of right.
That's true. Nobody expected him to win.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, there's no closed caption. I'll say it slow.
Oh. That's a low blow there.
That's a heel being a heel, folks.
Right.
Ethan Page not fucking around tonight, just literally going right after it. Prove it. Yo.
No.
They were like, Miles is going to be going into Battleground. Psych. Did Dempsey lose or never have his British accent?
I don't think he ever had it.
He started talking, and I was like, why is he not British? Where's the English accent? Oh, let's go. So Charlie Dempsey is encouraging Miles Bourne to fight Ethan Page tonight, and it will happen. Oh, wait, Ava.
Oh, your favorite person.
She wore 2 pieces of fabric for her outfit tonight. Great. Looking super professional there, Ava. You're making some big business decisions. Oh, this is,
But there's a but.
Captions would be awesome. Twisted Mental. All right, so it's next. Yeah,
All
let's go. Oh, let's go. Who's got a better entrance, Oba or Moose?
Ooh, that's a good question.
So
I feel like they're very similar. I think I like Moose's like beginning before it gets to like the Moose part. I'm gonna have to say Moose. I'm trying not to be biased because they're really good.
Right. I think because I've been such a fan of it for so long, I think it's really good. I like Oba's vibe. I like the energy. I like the swag he comes out with now, kind of bouncing on the beat. The crowd's, again, another audience participation thing where they all get to woof. So they're happy as hell.
Yeah. I feel like, especially with the crowds nowadays, though, I feel like the American crowds are trying to liven up just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard silence on this stream before. It's nice to have a little kind of like a little moment. Dempsey is the worst. As we are off and running, I guess I'll put a poll up. This one kind of got started quickly, but do I really have to ask who wins this one, guys?
I don't
Actually, I'm not
think
doing it.
so.
Change my mind.
If someone votes Dempsey, I don't know what you're thinking.
Right. A slight British accent. He's William Regal. So it's like he's been working to sound more American. He sounded very American today.
Really? It's like when Kofi Kingston had that accent for so long, and then all of a sudden Triple H is like, "Where'd your
Right.
accent go?"
Which is ironic because Triple H did the same thing because he was like that debutante for so long, where
Right.
do you have the great pipon? And then all of a sudden it stopped. So, hey, Trips, we see you. Oh, locked up. Ethan is a
That was a
star.
nice
Welcome back.
takedown.
Absolutely. Welcome back, Blaze Trip and Luna Trip. What's up? What's up? What's up? Been a minute. British American, very much so. Ren is so gorgeous. Some boys, that's all they can. Is there a lady on the screen? I got to compliment her quick. Ava's here. I'm about done. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Ava just doesn't give off general manager vibes. Like, she just doesn't at all. I feel like Paige was more of a general manager than Ava was.
Maybe a little. Like I said, I just again, she's already kind of fighting a battle with the nepotism. She's younger. But I just feel like look like you're managing the place. Don't look like you're, applying for a job at the place.
Exactly. Dressed apart. Dressed apart.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's my like even if she comes out tonight, I don't take you seriously. You're wearing a mini skirt and a halter top. What am I supposed to do? I don't know if I buy you a drink or listen to your fucking message. What do we do here?
Now, what happened to Ava actually being a wrestler? Like, wasn't
They
she trying to be a wrestler at one point?
Yeah, she was in Joe Gacy's schism for a while,
Ah,
and then
okay.
I think she did 2 matches, but it was so bad, and apparently she's retired from in-ring activity.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I'm not knocking her for the nepotism at all, but when you have the nepotism, you got to overcome the nepotism. I feel like she mailing it in, like I'm here because my dad.
C Money says, Anthony, did you watch Ava wrestle? That's why she doesn't wrestle. See, I never watched Ava wrestle. I really think Charlie Dempsey, one of my favorite Charlie Dempsey matches, and you're like, favorite Charlie Dempsey match is when he faced Jordan Grace's husband. I can't think of his name at this point. Yes, Jonathan Gresham on TNA, and they never ran it back. Jonathan Gresham won, and I thought they were going to run it back, and they never did. But if you haven't seen that match, I'm 99% sure it's on YouTube. That was a fun match between those two.
Yeah, 2 heavy technical guys. I think I don't know. I feel like I saw them at a blood sport. It was Dempsey Gresham, but I could be wrong. But either way, yeah, 2 highly technical guys. And especially if that is for those who really like that style, yeah, that's a dream match. Shorty with muscles.
Looks like he got some type of arm submission in.
He's in the side, got Oba down at least, surprisingly.
Yeah. Like seeing Oba on the mat is very rare.
Well, trying to power out of this one for sure.
Oh. Big body drop. I like this comment by Big Dog here that says Ava is living proof that The Rock and Vicky Guerrero had a baby.
Ava's like, for anyone out there that's ever seen the cartoon Big Mouth, she's
Oh.
Lola Scumpy. She's Lola Scumpy. Hi guys. Why does nobody like me? Like, what are we doing? I mean, again, I give her a hard time. I'm sure she's a nice lady. Again, I just want her to look like she's managing something.
Right. Like I said earlier, you got to dress the part. You got to dress the part.
Right. Look like you belong.
Now, I have to be like, I'm on stream tonight for NXT. I need to see Jordan Grace. Like, I hope she's not advertised right now, but
It's
Jordan
funny,
Grace needs to be here.
right? None of the ladies are really advertised tonight.
Yeah.
Julia, staff, like nobody's really, like, not even Julia will be here. Nothing.
This match with Oba right here, this is not his pace. Like Charlie Dempsey has this at his pace, and this is hard for Oba to fight out.
Right. Oh, big slam. Yeah, again, I mean, it's a different look for Oba, and Charlie finding a way to take the energy in the crowd out of the building right now.
Yeah. Ooh, nice German.
Right. The bullying concerns. Yeah, I'm not really that concerned. You can hear me. You never heard of Vicky Guerrero? You got Vicky Guerrero, my God. Look up pair with legs in the dictionary.
Pair with
Ava Guerrero. That's jokes.
Ooh,
oh my God.
Deadlifting Dempsey.
Woo!
Wow.
Let's go. Obafemi did shot put at Alabama. Yeah, I bet he could shot some put for sure.
I don't think it's good to get into a strike fight with Oba. Like, that's not a good decision.
I've never seen so much hatred towards a general manager. I've never seen The Rock put his daughter in a management position. Again, it's the first time the person, as the GM's coming out in a miniskirt. It's confusing.
Right. But I think Vicky Guerrero got some hate back in her day when she was general manager.
Yeah.
Tons of
she
hate.
Took all the heat. And some of those like John Cena ripped her up, Jericho ripped her up. There was a lot of people got shots at Vicky.
Yeah, Edge ripped her up. I mean, like, yeah.
This one is sayonara.
That was it.
They just referred to Dempsey as an appetizer. An appetizer for Battleground.
I really hope Miles doesn't lose his contendership tonight.
It'd be really weird. Like it would scream to me, and I wouldn't even really be able to defend it. Like, maybe we didn't do the right thing. But maybe it's just a chance that Miles beats Ethan tonight and then goes, well, I beat a former champ. Why can't I beat that champ?
That's true. That could be the route they're taking.
Right? They're trying to sell us on the idea that Miles could do it.
Right. Like, I got this. I can bring home the NXT title.
What is happening?
Tatum's
tired of the dollhouse. It's because all her friends got fired. Are they going to try and blonde up Tatum? I mean, they didn't really betray her. They got fired. Are you muted?
Am I back?
There you go.
Okay, I don't
Talking
know what happened.
to
I have no clue what happened, but Tatum was throwing some big of a fit. But didn't she just lose her 2 tag team partners? They got released, didn't they?
Yeah, they wrote it into the storyline as here comes Tony D, folks. And I will put a poll up for this one. But yeah, Tatum literally mad at Carmen and Thea for being friends. And I have no friends and I'm all alone. Yeah, so the company definitely digging into the fact that they got rid of all Tatum friends.
Exactly. As Denisha's asking, do I think Saraya will return? Saraya's been kind of outspoken that she wants to return, and she even said that she wants to go back to the Paige gimmick, which was her best gimmick. So I'm down for Saraya to return. Her best work was obviously in WWE. No shade to AEW, she didn't do much there, but all the shade. But yeah, I would love to see her back in WWE.
I think that you could do something with Paige. She's got name value. People like her. I think for my people around my age group, she was kind of the it girl for a good hot minute. Like I had, a big crush on Paige once upon a time. She came in, she worked hard, she got that belt and had success early and often. So do I think she's an active every day or every week kind of wrestler? Probably not. But she talks well enough and she can be presented well enough. I think she was another example of when you go to another company and they just hand you a mic and say go, it's a lot different than being in a company that works with you and produces things and fine tunes things before you're standing in front of a crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. I think even if it's not like a full script written for the wrestler, just bullet points in general help a lot.
Yeah, I got to stick up. Phoenix with $5 to stick up for Jonathan Gresham. I like it. Octopus Man had a great match with Zack Sabre Jr. here in Toronto on Saturday. Also, Ava is Ellie from Last of Us. I like that show a lot, man. But yeah, I mean, Gresham can go. I know we tease him a little bit, and but I mean, I even like his gimmick. I like the octopus. I like his entrance. He was doing good things in TNA, but he kind of fell off at TNA.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with the dark octopus gimmick. They were really pushing that, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. And it kind of really stopped after the full takeover from Scott D'Amore. They just kind of ended it. So I don't know if the new management just didn't like it, but I thought it was cool.
Yeah, excuse me. No, I thought it was good. It was good. So I mean, he's still out there. A lot of people wonder if you try to get some work over at the Performance Center because Jordan's over there. Again, I mean, a hell of a technical wrestler, just a little guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ava's favorite wrestler is Betty White. Chris, thank you for the $2 super chat. Leave my grandma Betty alone. Oro Mensa is a pretty boy. He's an island boy. Where Oro Mensa is just on Evolve now.
Really?
I think.
I haven't even watched an episode of Evolved. You haven't either?
Not a full one, no.
Okay. I don't know. I guess for me, I don't want to watch a developmental show for the developmental show. It's kind of weird to me, but I don't know. Maybe I'll come around to it.
It's just a lot. It's a lot. I know some people out there, some people come to the chat and talk about watching it. I stay up to date with what's going on with it. I catch clips, but I mean, it's on at the same time as Dynamite, and we got other things to do.
Exactly.
It's a lot of references. Using Dempsey as a workout tire, pretty much. Nigerian Nightmare, absolutely. Put me actually laugh. KJ used to. I didn't even mean for that to be that funny. Ava Rain, rest of we here. What's up, Sin? How you doing? Jack got me in tears. That's what we do. The wrestling might suck. We never do, folks. We are on commercial break for the next 20 seconds. And yeah, we got lots going on. Wesley, Tony D, Get your votes in. Don't forget, we're back for Beach Breaking tomorrow. Impact on Thursday. Hardy versus Nick Nemeth. And then Friday, a 3-hour SmackDown. Lots coming your way, folks.
Absolutely. We got Hardy versus Nick Nemeth, and we got Nikita Lyons on the show too. All right, MVP. All right.
It's always funny, guys. I saw your lips moving. I'm like, is he talking to someone else? What is happening here? Oh, Ethan and Saints. I wonder if Saints gets involved to help our buddy Miles here.
That could be the case, because I'm down to see these two feud. I think that'd be awesome over that North American title.
Right? I like the backstage banner between them two, though. They've done it a few times now. Two really good talkers. When Miles wins tonight, they legitimize the #1 contendership. Yeah, I think that's what they're aiming for. And I love that you threw chicken in there.
Right. I was trying to figure out where chicken came from.
Chicken contendership. Tatum, good Lord. Down, boys. Down, boys. As here comes Wesley, folks. You can take all the blonde wrestlers in NXT and WWE, and you can form together to make a giant blonde. Yeah, like, dude, where's my car? Like the big giant.
Yeah, you could just call them the blonde Tourage or something. I don't know.
Right. There's a lot, but at least they're teaming them up, so we kind of like keep track. I miss Paige. Of course, Paige wants to come back because she has no job, because they didn't want to do shit with her because she's too injury prone. I wouldn't say that she was injury prone. Like, I mean, she had a major injury. I don't know that injury kept her away from AEW, but I think AEW very much focuses on like one thing at a time. So all the other women in the roster just make like fun TikToks and such. And then their fans brag about what a great women's division they have. It's a weird one.
Yeah, when it comes to their women's division booking, it's definitely like a one-track mind. There's no big picture there with AEW.
Right. Anthony's hips don't lie. I don't want to unpack that one live.
All right, Boston. Okay.
Hey now, Spaz. Thank you for another. I hear Mickey James had a front row seats to David and Goliath. See, Stan Lee, Lincoln, and Jesus. She might have, but that lady looking fine at her age, which is like slightly more than my age. So shut up, son of a bitch. Yep. I think I fell in love with one of those.
We got Wesley and Tony D in this match.
Who are you taking, Anthony?
I'm gonna take Wesley. I feel like he needs something.
You're gonna go Western Lee, eh? Okay. I'll take I'll take Tony to be difficult, but keep an eye out for Stacks. I mean, he's got Crucifino. No, he doesn't. Sorry, my bad. Wesley has backup as well, so Tony kind of a lone wolf right now. Tony looks like he's slimmed down a little bit.
Yeah, he has.
Firmed up, so to speak.
He caught Wesley from a crossbody. That was kind of cool.
Big uppercuts. A giant blonde lady sounds. Yeah, I think I fell in love with one of those just to knock that one home and get brownie points. Anyone who has neck issues, I was always going to give them grace because I can truly relate to the daily struggle of neck issues. Absolutely, my guy. It's got to be. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah, having any type of neck injury, I assume, is very, very painful, and you deal with that the rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean, again, I mean, I've had whiplash once upon a time. Like, it's happened. Yeah. Especially playing sports, but like even that, you're stiff for a few days. I couldn't imagine it being something debilitating. Like, it's hard enough because everything you do, your head wants to move and direct you, right? Like,
Yeah.
something happens over here. The worst thing you could do with someone with a sore neck is like, hey, you're like, oh.
Right, exactly. I know, and having that whiplash is something else. I was in a car accident. I got hit from behind, and man, like just back here hurt for a year or so.
Yeah, man. Now imagine a couple of vertebrae, but Tony taking out everybody. TNT go down. One day. When did Anthony become Shakira?
I don't know.
I don't want to.
I'm not sure. That was a wild comment by Boston.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Stevenson, they teased it with Wentz, but I doubt it as Wesley's building his character as a heel. I mean, he's kind of been status quo as a heel. He hasn't really moved up or down or done much.
Yeah, no, I agree. Ever since he's turned heel, it really hasn't been good for Wesley at all.
But TNT up on the apron, distracting Tony. Oh,
ooh.
I feel like that was a bit of a miscue. There you go. I feel like the knees were supposed to put him out, but he landed on him instead of kicking him. Oh, yeah, Luca's in the desert. We don't know what happened to Luca. He's in the desert.
I must have missed that episode of NXT.
Yeah, they took him out to the desert. Stacks took him out to the desert, and they had a talk, and then we don't know what happened to Crucifino.
Oh, okay.
And Izzy, I think, was living out of a hotel room last time we checked in.
Izzy Dane?
Yeah, the family, not Izzy, sorry. Rizzo. 2.
Ooh, that was close.
The family is scattered, is what I'm saying. Oh, thank you, Chris McCarthy, $2. AW is X videos, WWE is Hub. Prove me wrong. That's not a debate we're gonna have here today, but thank you.
Right.
Terrible. We could have went with a few other examples.
We could have said, like, WWE is Disney and AEW is Fox or something, something.
Yeah, right.
Something in that ballpark.
Right. Oh, kick to the back of the head. So Wes in control thanks to the distractions. Yeah, next there's no fun, Nicole. No fun at all. I can barely turn my neck fully to the right. Shit is ass, bro.
You were probably doing something strange for a piece of change. For that to happen. So
we got Anthony on a Tuesday. Who knew that would be the cause of things to go buck wild? Let's go. Don't act like you don't like. Come, what is happening?
What is happening?
All this talk about your hips. Sup, Anthony, says Dre.
What's up, Dre?
You heard about your hips? He's saying hello. Hey. What do you think about women Money in the Bank qualifier match 2025 NXT women? Not a bad show. I mean, there's a lot of talent, but I could see it.
Yeah, you got Rock. Well, is Roxanne called up at this point? I don't know. Kind of. Julia. You could have a couple in there if you wanted to. At least one, I would say.
Right. Yeah, it looks like they're planning on having Roxy and Julie kind of tag team it out to start their main roster run here.
Well, yeah, since they released all the other tag teams, we got to create some new ones.
Right, Tatum?
Exactly.
Right. She's like, I was in a tag team. Sabu with all the ECW brothers. Yeah, T's and P's. Dun, dun, dun. Jeff Cobb will keep Solo interesting, but it's sad he needs others to be interesting. NXT Solo didn't need that. NXT Solo, it's funny how we look back on things, because NXT Solo was very quiet, didn't talk a lot. I would argue that the current Solo has a lot more swag and attitude, like with his charisma now than he did then.
No, agreed. There's a lot more character development and character depth with him now, since he started talking and kind of having his own voice.
A little
Oh,
bit. Yeah, and Jeff will keep him. But I mean, again, Roman, it's not uncommon. Roman had Enforcer, which was Solo. You bring in those heavies for a reason. So Jeff Cobb's going to play his role like Jacob did. The problem was Jacob was too hot to handle. We had to let him go.
yeah.
Oh, shit. Feet on the ropes.
Ooh.
65% going Tony, by the way. 29 going West. 6% getting nobody.
I think I took West. Yeah, I took West to win this.
Yeah, you did. Anthony's got
what is up with my hips tonight? I don't
know, bro. Did you start an OnlyFans? What's going on? Bro. Is that legit MTB? Like I have friends, like I know of people that have gotten hurt doing wrestling stuff. So yeah, taking a suplex, my guy.
Ooh.
Automatic wrestling fan for life. It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. I will admit, folks, this is not what I expected to be discussing tonight.
Me neither. Obviously, me neither.
Big slam. What is that? Your thoughts on Joe versus Moxley cage match tomorrow night?
I would hope Joe wins, but I don't see it happening. So I can't be excited for it because why is Moxley still champion? That's kind of how I feel.
I mean, that sums it up pretty good. Hurricane Rana by Wes. I am nervous because Moxley has not had a good match as champion.
Mm-hmm.
People today I saw online, it was an AEW fan who put out like, eliminate one of these AEW title runs from history. It's the Moxley run. It has been the worst run, and it's been one of the longest. I don't think it's the longest yet, but to me, they haven't had a single good. Oh, wait. There he's at the safe house with Rizzo.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Was that the dynamite kick? Tony gets knocked out.
And West wins.
Wait, what is happening right now? There was a little bit of a production glitch there.
That's what it seems like.
Right? Why are you talking to the guy that's passed out? Now he's awake. Where's he going? Holy shit. Stephanie Vacour is in the building.
Making her presence known.
We will hear from the Dark Angel live next.
That means Jordan Grace.
Yeah. Again, I think Jordan's due. And I mean, Steph could be closer to the main roster than people think, in the sense of, like, they had given her the option. Like, do you want to go to NXT? Do you want to go main roster? She was like, I'll go NXT just to kind of get my feet wet. Her feet are all but wet. We're good to go.
Exactly. And I feel like she's winning that title at what is it? Battleground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very possible. Backer, fronter, doesn't matter. At this point, he's all kinds of great. Stephanie, Mamacita, Stacks kidnapping Rizzo. So yeah, Rio would be even funnier. But Stacks kidnapping Rizzo 100%. He's at the safe house. I don't know what that means. We already got Crucifino missing, but Stacks is on a mission to take out the family.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm kind of interested to see what they do with this whole Tony D story.
I mean, Tony D's had some of the more outlandish, I mean, not a little outlandish, but like the mob stuff, and really push the envelope of imagination. I mean, remember Pretty Deadly? They got written off NXT by being put in a trunk and pushed into the lake. And then they apparently that's where you go when you die.
Right.
Some would say, absolutely, KJ, have you been watching? But ladies and gentlemen, we are in a commercial break. Got a couple minutes before we get back to the action. Tying it back into the last question about Moxley and Beach Break, we will be here tomorrow for Beach Break. Lots going on with the card, lots to get into as far as Moxley, Joe. There's a women's fatal four-way, another eliminator match. I asked people today on X, is Tony Khan just being a little bit lazy? Like we do an 8-man tag. Well, then next week we do a 6-man tag with pretty much the same people, same spot, same moves, same tricks. Last week we do a fatal 4-way eliminator. This week we're doing a fatal 4-way eliminator. Just shuffle up the names. If I was Deonna Purrazzo, and I think I'm purposely hitting this one with you, but there is a list of women. I'd be very annoyed. You bring in Yamashita last week. You're bringing in AMZ or AZM this week. What are we doing? Like, why are we bringing in all these women when you got women sitting on the bench?
I don't get, like, Deonna Purrazzo is so good and it is top tier talent, and I just don't understand why she's not being used at all in AEW. It really bothers me. She ran the Knockouts division before Jordan Grace, right? And it's like, she can hold your women's division, but we continue to push people like Mercedes Moné and Mercedes Moné, and it's just like, come on now, use Deonna Purrazzo. I've seen so many people say they want her to go back to TNA, and I kind of want to see that too, because she's not being used. We see Deonna Purrazzo more on the South or the North New Hampshire commercials, the college commercials, then we do see Deonna Purrazzo in the ring. It's just it's insane.
Yeah, I mean, again, it kind of blows my mind. And it's not just Deonna. I mean, there's other ones, other ladies in the company that I think, because the booking is very moment-based, not a whole lot of story being driven. I know Tony's, obviously a character and a story-driven character, but it's all within little bubbles. And it's like, here comes so-and-so. I'm happy Mina's back. I was shocked. Like, where's all the rage when we put someone in NXT and the fans freak out? Will you put Mina, who was up challenging for a world title, came back and you put her on Ring of Honor? Why did that happen? So confusing times. But Beach Break tomorrow. Josh Alexander against Will Ospreay, 1-on-1.
Is that tomorrow?
Tag match. Adam Page, Will Ospreay taking on the Walking Weapon and Takeshita. This should be a hell of a match.
Yeah, that should be good. That should be real good. Now, I don't like the idea of eliminator matches. And this is just not an AEW thing. When WWE started doing that contendership match, why don't we just have a number one contender match? Like, I don't get that. I
agree with you. I hate the concept, right? I mean, again, to me, it doesn't make any sense. You don't see in other combat sports where, like, oh, we're getting an out the mud package for the second week in a row. So maybe we're ready now that they got left behind by Miss Parker. Maybe they're ready to get another push.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they'd change their name. OTM doesn't do it for me.
It doesn't bring any oomph to it.
Right? Like, do they feel like out the mud? Like, I picture like pickups and out the mud. Like, we're going south with this. Two big athletic guys, though. Undeniable.
No, they were once paired with Jada Parker, right?
Yeah,
like Jada Parker was. Okay. Jada Parker became a star on her own.
Yeah, Jada just walked through them. Sorry, guys, I got something to do. Maybe she's not being used because she doesn't hang with TK. Keebler, I mean, again, long-standing rumors, but here comes Stephanie Vercoeur. But tomorrow's going to be a fun show, folks. We will be here live. As I said earlier, we will be here for TNA Impact, 7:45 on Thursday, Friday, 7:30 for SmackDown. 3 hours as we wind down on the 3-hour SmackDowns.
Yes, finally, and we can get back to 2-hour SmackDowns. Like, hopefully, it picks up the pace after that.
Right. Deanna is hearing she is in Ring of Honor, Anthony. Deanna.
Deanna, who
Yeah,
watches
Ring of
Ring
Honor
of
doesn't
Honor
count.
though?
Yeah, that doesn't count. Nobody
Yeah,
watch. More people watch Evolve than watch Ring of Honor.
yeah. We need Deanna Purrazzo on Collision and Dynamite and stuff like that.
Right. Jay Carhill was Tony's 15-year-old. We'll leave that one alone. But it
Okay.
was a messy situation. Wrestling Proud. Hopefully, Nick and Anthony both join KJ tomorrow. I think it's gonna be a solo mission tomorrow. It's all right. I'll take Thursday off. We'll get Nick got tonight, Anthony's got tomorrow, and then I'll take Thursday. But I'm the same Nicole. Been watching since the first episode. It really went downhill after Punk. Punk's exit and Cody leaving definitely didn't help. I mean, again, the one thing that like I take shit a lot because I'm very strong opinion about AEW. I've gone on my share of rants, but I've been watching from the first minute. Like, leave me alone. I have every right to have an opinion on this one.
Exactly. And I do agree. Like the quality of the show went down after Punk left and Cody left. Absolutely.
Mhm. Oh, Punk was a big thing, and what they didn't realize with Punk was Punk hurt the fan base. Like it split the fan base. The people who
Yeah.
were pro Punk went with Punk.
Right. Absolutely. They left with him. Wait, is this fatal
Okay.
influence?
Interesting.
That's not Jordan Grace.
No, that is not Jordan Grace. Fatal influence. Where's Jasmine Nix?
Yeah, where is she?
I don't feel. Yeah, we're gonna have to give them time, Richard. Give them time. Give them time to see where they go, where they if they find a groove. Again, they seem to have all the makings of a team that will work. So we got shin guards. MLW quietly scooping up a really strong roster.
They are.
Okay.
Makes me want to kind of watch them a little bit.
I peek in at MLW every once in a while, but sometimes their shit is chaos, and you're like, who put this show together? I can't even follow. But again, I mean, their pay-per-views seem to be doing all right, and they're adding names. They've kind of been smart, and they kind of scooped up some of like under the radar pickups. Dijak, Riddle.
Yeah,
interesting.
picking up some names there. Absolutely.
There you go.
I think they picked up Hammerstone too from TNA.
Yes, returning home.
I don't understand why they're out here, and it's not Jordan Grace. But
Tell Anthony's like, I don't care about anything you're saying right there. She is.
There we go. Like they make no sense. Like, why are y'all out here?
Because we're gonna get the ill-fated can they work together tag team match. Jordan Gray, Stephanie versus the Fatal Influence. Jordan looking good tonight.
Absolutely.
Spiky pants. The soles on her shoes are epic. I've seen smaller lifts into pickups. Yeah. I like JC a lot where she's come to Fallon. It just got away from doing the silly stuff and all of a sudden just became something completely different.
Yeah, it became real serious.
Are they arguing now?
It seems like it.
Yeah, right, Jose. Facts. You're leaning. They both have really good entrances, Boston. The crowd is dead for all of this, by the way.
Yeah, they're completely dead.
They're just like, what is happening? All right. There you go. Jordan trying to protect the champ because she wants that belt. What's the card for TNA Thursday? Jeff and Nick. We're getting
Jeff and Nick, and we're getting Victoria Crawford teaming up with Tessa Blanchard to take on
Nikita
Lyons and Masha.
Yeah.
There's a fatal 4-way to determine the #1 contender for the TNA International Championship.
Yes.
The only two people I can think off the top of my head that's in that match is Ace Austin and Mance Warner.
Yes.
And then I think that might be, as far as I know, it right now. Let me pull up.
Yeah, that sounds pretty close. I think Frankie Kazarian, is he in the Fatal 4-Way?
Frankie Kazarian may be in the Fatal 4-Way. Yeah.
Nick always solo on Wednesday night. No, I think he's actually with company. That's why he's not here. I don't want to spill the beans, but yeah. Rise and fall of AEW.
Just yet.
Yeah, I mean, TNA, I wish they would advertise a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree there.
Wave your flag, TNA. Come on now. Like, let us know. Fatal Influence. No Jasmine tonight. Hopefully she's not on the goodbye list.
Oh, no. They've been releasing everybody at this point.
Jasmine attack from behind. I hadn't seen that. NXT had some beautiful women. Yeah. JC Jane. But we are in a commercial break, folks. Mm-hmm. Just trying to catch up on this chat, see if there's anything fun that we missed that isn't about your hips. Should always be on Anthony's.
I got some of the matches for Thursday. So Matt Cardona, Mance Warner, Ace Austin, and Elijah are in that #1 contender TNA International Championship match. The Rascals take on the Great Hands too.
Okay, and Frankie's not on the card at all.
Frankie is not on the card.
I thought Frankie was doing some shit.
I thought he was too. I really thought he was in that Fatal 4-Way.
Right. Whatever happened to Sheeta and AEW, KJ, I don't know. I'm not her travel advisor, but similar to other women, they show like Sheeta will be back and she'll probably win like 3 matches in a row and then get a title shot, lose, and leave again.
Yeah. Didn't she win the title and then lose it like a couple of weeks later to
Saraya? Yeah, I think they did that whole. Remember, they kind of played hot potato with the belts because Jamie Hayter got hurt, and then they had heel Saraya go into Britain, where she was not really heelish, won the belt, and they all had a celebration for the heel with her family. It was a really confusing time in AEW. So, yeah, I mean, Sheeta, I like Sheeta. She not here.
Yep, she's nowhere to be seen. Now, was it Sheeta or was it man, I'm blanking on her name, Jamie Hayter, that had the visa issues? Was it Jamie Hayter?
Jamie Hayter had some visa issues. She actually, I think, called out. Was it her that called out SAP for like coming up the update on her absence, and she retweeted it like, I'm just fixing my visa, like clickbait.
Exactly. I like that.
Rumor is Shotzi. I mean, the MLW started the rumor as MLW put out a teaser with Shotzi and a tank, and well, not with Shotzi, they're not allowed, but a tank and people connect the dots.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a somewhat try to watch MLW a little bit. I try to watch as much as I can of wrestling from other promotions, but it's definitely difficult at times. Oh.
Okay.
Tyra May Steele and Xena Sterling.
Have you been watching LFG?
I have.
I like it. So are they going to have finals on NXT or at Battleground?
The finals are this coming Sunday, actually.
It's this Sunday, right?
Yeah.
At Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. So I think they filmed this the weekend of WrestleMania when they ran. Yeah.
Oh.
Not WrestleMania. I'm sorry. When they ran Madison Square Garden like a month or so ago.
Yes. Oh, Bully gonna get some heat. The best women's division in all of wrestling. You heard it from Bully.
Yeah.
Izzy and Nikita. They are not little ladies.
Yeah. I'm cool with Izzy being in this segment, but I don't know about Nikita. Okay, then we got Lash.
But why is Lash with Lola? We got Lash and Lola. What's that?
I said that doesn't make sense when you could have just had Jakara. But
yeah, what's up with Jakara? All right, so we got Taker, we got Bully, and I guess the girl, they're setting up the winner of LFG to be a marked target.
Yeah.
Okay, Tony heading to the safe house. You think you would have left her with some backup? A friend?
Something.
Somebody with a gun? Maybe? It's like a bad mom movie. Like, oh, they found her.
Something. I don't know about you, but I am pulling for Xena Sterling to win. I like Tyra May Steele, but
yeah,
Xena Sterling, and the only reason why I'm pulling for her is like from the moment I saw her, I was like, you're not gonna make it. I literally said that you're not gonna make it, and she's proved me wrong each and every week and has won all of the points for Bully's team. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I kind of want you to win this and take it home.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think she's been a standout. I think she was strong. And like you, it was like the minute she stopped, I'm like, oh, we already have a Tiffany. What are we doing?
Right.
But she really kind of surprised I think Sterling's got a lot of potential, a lot of athletic upside. I just kind of got sick of like gold medalist. I'm like, okay, that works. We've seen that. So
yeah, Tyra May Steele. Yeah, I was talking about that with a friend. Like we were kind of tired of the gold medal being pushed down a little bit.
No, same here. And I mean, but I think I think we're gonna see. We already saw Cutler work in NXT and such. So I mean, there's no shortage of opportunity here for them. And I mean, it's good. I mean, they even talk about Holyfield, like, you know, Taker saying to him, like, it would be unfair to you. It would be doing you a disservice by pushing you on because you need the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and he's gonna be in NXT, you know, within the next year or so. Like, and even getting the Undertaker's blessing, saying, "I'll put in a good word for you anywhere." Like, that's powerful there.
Right. I think this comment's for you.
Crowd is dead because of Jordan Grace. She does not know how to get a crowd going. In TNA, she does. But I mean, I don't know.
In her defense tonight, just to kind of defend her a little bit, the segment kind of went dead in the beginning, and she just couldn't revive it.
Yeah,
it's like none of them. I know Steph, you know, is charismatic, but English isn't her first language, so she's doing her best. JC,
that was the confusing part. Yeah, that was the confusing part of having them in that segment.
Right. Cardona in the 4-way as well. People, if you haven't already, make sure you give the stream a like and join the Discord for all the wrestling talk when the stream is not live. Let's go. Let's go. Like, share, subscribe, click all the buttons, be a part of the show, be a part of the friends, be a part of the family. We are the WFU. We are the Wrestling for Life Network, and we got so much wrestling coming your way.
So much wrestling over the next couple of weeks. Over the next couple of months, honestly, I feel like WWE is throwing out a pay-per-view every other weekend over the next couple of months.
It just feels like it's crazy because we got out of Mania and you're like, okay, Mania's done. Deep breath, everybody. But it's like 3 weeks later, Backlash. Oh, 3 weeks later. Like, I think it's 30 days. And then, like, within 30 days, we have Backlash, which we just had. Mm-hmm. But like you said, we're coming up to Under Siege, Battleground, Saturday Main Event, Double or Nothing. Some of this shit on the same night. Money in the Bank, World Collide.
Yeah.
Evolution 2, maybe.
Evolution 2 in Atlanta. Hopefully.
Usually when they get to that part where they start kind of like giving the rumor of where, but it just still hasn't officially come out.
It hasn't officially come out, and apparently there was a Fanatics like job opening for you to work retail at the Evolution store. Oh. So I'm like, okay, this is real. I feel like this is real.
The internet sleuths all over it. But by the way, there is a match going on as Bourne is taking on Ethan Page. Get your votes in. This one's interesting actually because I can't see Miles losing his number one contendership, but it'd be interesting if he did.
Yeah, it'd be crazy if he did, but I think you're right on to something when you said earlier, like this is to prove that he earned his shot to face Oba at Battleground.
Right. My uncle's passed. Thoughts and prayers, Daniel. If we can keep your mind off things or you just want to hang out and talk, we always have a door open, sir. But yes, thoughts and prayers to you and your family. And yeah. Go ahead, Anthony. Sorry.
No, absolutely. Yeah, that's tough, man. We're here.
Absolutely. 87. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. Some love for Daniel. Love seeing that. Love the community reaching out to each other. Brandon Cutler versus Steve Cutler. Let's go. Page to the outside. So Bourne showing some fire.
Yeah.
$5. Put aside what people think of ADR at the moment. Do you think we get TNA champ versus NXT champ versus AAA champ at either Triple Mania or Worlds Collide? I don't know. Triple threats are always. Do you think they'll go triple threat, all champions?
That would. I feel like that could definitely happen at Triple Mania, like a match like that. All three. I don't know if all three of them would be on the line or it's just a champion versus champion match, but that would be something interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Saturday Main Event is yes, it is. Yeah, I mean, again, the weekend is insane. Same Saturday Main Event is the same night. No, not the same night.
Not Saturday night. Yeah, it's Saturday night is main event, and then Sunday night is Battleground. Battleground and actually Double or Nothing are on the same night.
Hey, like, and we got Ethan and Miles going. But quick question, Anthony, because I know you watch it as much as I do. But this online, like, it's such a weird place sometimes when it comes to Twitter and such, where like you beg and beg and beg to be considered competition. You listen to your fan base or your tribal fan base brag and brag and brag about how much better your product is and da 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 da. And the minute you book something on the same night, no matter what company it is, TNA, WWE, you know, you're a bag of shit, you're garbage, can't believe you did this. Why are you doing that? Like, why are you counter booking against us? Like, you can't really, I'm really weirded out by the argument because this is kind of, all right, now, here's your point. Like, prove it. Oh, they're going to put a women's pay-per-view against AEW? Like, this is so ridiculous. Like, what are you worried about?
Yeah, like, what are you worried about? And on top of that, like, first of all, I believe All In is airing at like 3 in the afternoon. So it's not going head to head with Evolution, but still, if it was, it's competition regardless. This is what happens. And like you said, it doesn't matter what company it is, the fans are gonna find something crazy and stupid to say about it. Like I don't get the banter online sometimes. I think it's unnecessary.
Yeah, it's exhausting sometimes. I just let it go.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys are good. Like, I'll come back later. JV, I asked Big Nick the question yesterday. Now I'll ask you, do you think WWE should go all in on Grand Americano Angle and make him the first ever AAA champion under WWE banner? It might be a bridge too far for me. What do you think?
I don't know. That's kind of wild to do that. That's kind of wild. And you know, the fans would have a fit about that too.
How willing are you to cause chaos? Again, that's my question. If you and the writers sit back and go, man, the internet's gonna blow up because of this, and the next words are book it. I mean, yeah, but I don't think so. I think, you know, could we see an Escobar or a Penta or even an Andrade go into AAA and take that belt? Yeah. Grande Americano will be unmasked sooner than later.
Yeah.
Shocky.
I say in the next, like, you know, month or two, like he'll be unmasked.
I thought he was gonna get unmasked at Mania.
Yeah, same. I think Ethan Page has the upper hand here on Miles Bourne. I think I said that right.
Yeah. Either way, we know where we're going with it.
Exactly. He does that scoop slam just like Randy Orton, like picture perfect, just like Randy Orton.
Right. Oh, again, it's just crazy. We see the comparables, and all of a sudden we see the moves, and you're like, wait, it's one thing that we said you look like him. Now you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be him. Right? Even these clotheslines, they're so Randy-esque, and he leans his back. Like,
yeah, absolutely, just like Randy.
Right? Is like, is Randy gonna pass the torch to this young man some point? Like, just pretend I didn't leave. I mean, he's on fire. It's good.
Like, this is just like his moveset. It's crazy.
Right? You know, a little more athletic, definitely younger, but yeah.
Oh, I really don't want him to lose this opportunity. He has to take this.
Wrestling for Life Network has common sense. That's a bold statement, Mr. Quake. I don't know if it's always true. Again, I think we try to be as rational as possible. Our lack of common sense seems to be unrelated to wrestling, which is good. And again, we have some very nonsensical hills that we die on here at this channel. But ultimately, I think that we try. We just try and go into it with an open mind, right? Like, we don't go into a TNA show thinking TNA sucks. We don't go into an AEW show thinking AEW sucks. We don't go into a dub show like, can't wait for this to be garbage. So, and then we got to go from there. That's the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. We just try to make sense of all the craziness and nonsense we see on these wrestling shows.
Yeah, we don't know, you know, again, we're just guessing like the other guys, but they're pretending, you know, they're not guessing.
No, absolutely.
I call Bourne Orton light. He is. He's like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's
and
not
he got
like
clean. Oh. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, he got him.
He got him clean, Anthony. Like, I mean, a bit of a roll up, yes, but no help, no assistance, no distraction. Just there you go. He's proven people wrong. Miles Bourne with the W.
Yeah, he needed this. He needed this to go on to Battleground. He ain't gonna win at Battleground, but he needed this victory.
Yeah, I don't know if he's the guy that beats Oba. Yeah, might faint.
Just a tad bit.
Yeah. Sean Legacy calling out Javon Evans, by the way.
And he signed to WWE, or is he the ID talent?
He's ID. I think he's well, he was in last week's Battle Royal. He's made appearances on Evolve. I know I was making Nick mad because I kept calling him Jack Cartwheel, which I know Jack Cartwheel. So, yeah, they're close. Ethan Page must be getting called up if he's putting over Miles. Yeah, I mean, I still think there's Saints Ethan to have.
Yeah, we still could run that back, or not run it back, but run it.
Right. Young OG talking to Adonis.
Yeah.
I will be right back in a moment, sir.
All right. All right. As we got Javon Evans and Ashante in a backstage segment here. And then you got Ricky Saints in the background here. I'm not sure who this they're talking about, this Sean Legacy. I'm not sure exactly who he is, but oh, Ricky Saints getting involved now. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be a match between Javon and Adonis, and whoever wins is going to face Ricky Saints. I don't know if it's going to be for the title, but that's what it looks like. As we get a promo package here of Stephanie's show, Stephanie's Place, which, has anybody watched that? Because I have not tuned in to actually watch that. That's what. Yeah, so RM, absolutely. It looks like it's gonna be Javon versus Ricky. If that happens, if he beats Adonis, it looks like it's gonna be that match happening. Mr. Quake says, I saw a few episodes. I'm really interested to watch it. They said it was on Disney Plus, but every time I search for it, I don't see it. So maybe I don't have the right tier of Disney Plus to actually see it. So I'm really interested to see the episode with Cody Rhodes and then this episode with The Undertaker. As we got Thea Hale coming out. Big Dog says this Thursday on TNA, Ringside and Anthony would team with Flop Dotto to form the new team Hip Row. I wonder who Thea Hale is facing. Maybe Tatum. Try Hulu. I'll try Hulu. I do have Hulu as well. So yeah, it's Thea Hale versus Tatum Paxley here. Timmy says last week it was Stone Cold, this week is The Undertaker. They've had a few good people. Like I know one episode was all about the bloodline, one episode was about Rhea, another episode about Cody Rhodes. So I don't know if they're going to do additional seasons of this show, but they're getting some heavy hitters in the first season of Stephanie's Places. So I'm going to have to try to find it. I'm hopeful that it's on Hulu, and I'll give it a watch. Anthony says, do you think that The Undertaker will have another match? Absolutely not. I think Undertaker is going to be one of those guys who sticks to retirement. I think he's just going to be completely done and never come back. And honestly, I don't want to speak for anyone, but I feel like The Undertaker just can't do it anymore, right? Like, and I think where he is now, being a coach on LFG, doing backstage stuff with WWE, I think that's perfect for him and where he is right now. What is up? Where is Harvey Dent? What is up? Russell Proud says it's on Hulu and ESPN. Do you have to have ESPN Plus though, as like the add-on? Because if that's the case, that's probably why I can't see it. Absolutely, John C. Taker. Well, Flair came out and did that one retirement match that we don't speak of. But yeah, Taker is definitely retired. Yeah, like absolutely done. Alan, what do you think about main roster between Roxanne Perez or Julia? As we are in commercial right now, if anybody doesn't know, NXT is on commercial. I'm gonna repeat that question though. What do you think about main roster between Roxanne and Julia? I would like both of them actually. If I had to choose, I would actually like both of them, on the main roster. And keeping them on Raw, if you're going to do it, have them on Raw is absolutely a decision that you could make there. Mr. Quake, ESPN, yes, is separated from Disney Plus. I thought so. There's no reason for me to ever have ESPN Plus because I don't really watch anything on ESPN. So I'll have to find a different way to watch Stephanie's Places then. MDB Undertaker isn't risking his new hip to wrestle anymore. Absolutely. Undertaker is done, like completely done. Never. I would confidently say, as an Undertaker fan, that he's done. Like never again wrestling. Undertaker more producer, backstage guy, and writer. Absolutely, he's absolutely one of those backstage people now. Absolutely. John C. Paul Heyman. Yeah. Now, not Paul Heyman, but Triple H. Triple H retired. That's how I feel like the Undertaker is. And Triple H literally can't wrestle anymore because of his, heart condition and things of that sort. So I think that's where we land with John C. as with Triple H as we come back to NXT here. But let's see. Timmy says ESPN, Hulu, and Disney Plus. See, I think I don't have the ESPN portion. So but I do have YouTube TV and ESPN is on there. So maybe Stephanie's Places is on demand. Maybe I'll look that up. And MDB keeps bringing up a movie that I will not and refuse to watch. So if you guys are, wondering why he's mentioning that movie, it's because I refuse to watch it. As we're back with NXT, and it looks like Tony D'Angelo in this car again. Yeah, Tony D'Angelo pulling up to this house, looking for Riz. Absolutely not, MDB. I'm cool with with not watching that movie. Absolutely cool with not watching that movie. Jacob Fatu and Jeff Cobb would make an awesome tag team. I think I've only seen Jeff Cobb wrestle once, and that was in AEW, a fun match that I saw him in. Jacob Fatu is a straight up beast and monster. So anything you put beside Jacob Fatu is going to be gold. We'll see what Jeff Cobb does in WWE as part of this. I'm surprised we're still adding members to the Bloodline 2.0 at this stage right now, but we'll see what happens. As we are back with Tatum Paxley versus what is it, Thea Hale? As we're back with that match coming through. Kyle is asking me down here, do I think Big E will wrestle again? He's one that I would say yes, but we just don't know where he is in his recovery with, the neck injury. And I know he's been kind of outspoken of trying to do everything he can possible to recover. But I would just say there never say never with Big E. I think he'll eventually, come back. MDB says this is why Anthony is my mortal enemy. You're making this, about us when it's really about you, because I've moved past it. So, Mr. Quake here, it says he hopes Big E will come back. I do hope that he comes back. Now, I am not KJ and can't put a poll up in the chat, but who do you have winning, Thea Hale or Tatum Paxley? Who is taking this home tonight? VHS is asking Anthony, who comes back to wrestling first, Big E or Keith Lee? I don't actually even know what's going on with Keith Lee, to be honest. Keith Lee's been away for a minute, hasn't he? We haven't seen him in about 2 years. I would probably say Keith Lee as KJ returns here, but I would probably say Keith Lee maybe before Big E.
Yeah, speaking of coming back, Big E, Keith Lee, that's a tough one. We don't know what's going on with Keith Lee. We know Big E might, we know that Big E had neck fusion surgery and there was some issues with like the fusion and it taking and the bone staying strong enough. And bone growth takes time. I'm kind of leaning towards Keith Lee because I don't know exactly why he's in or out, but I feel like he had some issues.
Yeah, it's been very silent, honestly, with Keith Lee. So I don't know where we go from here.
Right. Remember, folks, if you're watching right now, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button.
Oh, looks like Thea was going for the pin there, but Tatum kicked out at 2.
Oh, I guess, well, do a late poll on this one. It's probably going to be over.
I think by the time you get the poll out, it'll be over.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, baby. Oh, she kicked out. All right. We'll count this one as a miss. Now, Tony D got jumped. I think I saw that.
Tony D got jumped by, I think his name is Rizzo. Is that correct?
No, that's Stacks. Rizzo was in the house.
Stacks. Okay. I don't know everybody in his group, but yeah, he did get jumped.
Okay. The setup, the good old setup. Keith Lee and Big E are brothers-in-law. Brothers-in-law. Yes, they are. Because Big E's with Mission's sister.
Yes, that is correct.
Sorry to Natty's sister, but he went with a different sister. Another $5 from Spaz. Hey, Tony O-Ring. Pause. Have you ever seen the movie Sick? Awesome bad horror movie set during COVID. LOL. So good at being bad. So good at being so bad. It's good.
Yeah, I actually saw Sick, and I thought it was it was one of those B or D or C level horror movies, which I do tend to love. It was a good movie. I actually liked it a lot.
Yeah, I love a good stupid horror. Horror for the record, folks. MDB, I heard your ears peak up. Perk up. KJ Anthony, how does The Rock pee? He Dwayne's his Johnson. All right, AJ, that's a good one. I like it. I was going to say in a Voss bottle, but that was just a rumor.
That's funny. I like that one, Jobson.
Dwayne's his Johnson.
Oh,
this match going longer than I anticipated.
Yeah, they're giving him a little bit of time here.
Going for the Kimura. Tatum, I mean, damn, poor
Tatum and Thea.
What is happening?
I don't.
Oh, the eye. Is that a DQ? I would say that's a DQ.
Yeah, I guess that's a DQ. But it was weird because I don't know if you saw it. Thea had the submission on, but Thea looked like she was about to pass out. I'm confused.
That's what happens when you overstrain. Tatum, the crowd is chanting for Tatum, who is mauling the baby face.
Now they're bringing out all the refs to pull Tatum off her.
Black Phone. Black Phone was a okay movie.
It was okay. They are coming out with a second one. I don't
Yeah.
understand why, but
Oh, we got Parker, Kalani, Soul, and Zarya.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like Smile. I mean, again, a good movie overall. Tapered off near the end. Smile 2, super bad.
Yeah, Smile 2 was terrible. It was terrible. Straight up terrible.
Not good.
So oh
Kalani a little bland.
yeah.
Ooh.
So it's gonna be Zarya versus Kalani next week. If Kalani wins, it seems like she faces Soul at a Battleground.
Yes.
Okay.
Smile 2 didn't look good. I never heard of the first one though. First one was all right. I liked the first one. There was some I find it I don't know if it's just because we've come so far with the technology that when the digital when they start using the technology poorly, it kind of turns you off for a second of like, oh, that was stupid. But
yeah, no, I agree. Like CGI and stuff has come so far. But yeah, when it turns out bad in a horror movie, it turns out bad.
mm-hmm. But ladies and gentlemen, up next, we are getting the contract signing between Trick and Joe. So that is up next. That should be interesting. And not a whole lot of minutes left on the clock tonight. So I don't know what else we're doing. Like, we're not doing a half an hour contract signing, are we?
I don't think so. But someone said in the chat earlier about Jordan Grace versus one of the fatal influences in the main event, but I don't know.
I was with you. I didn't catch that.
Right. And I'm trying to check on the website. I think we ran through all of the announced.
We did.
We did. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Spaz, breaking news. There's white smoke over Kentucky. The Colonels have elected the 12th herb and spice. That is kind of funny. Shout out. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Who's wrong? It's okay that you're wrong. It's so hard to come up with good horror movies when so when something like The Black Phone or Thanksgiving comes out of it's refreshing. Yeah, I mean, again, I think comedies got watered down. I think the way the movies I feel like current movies right now spend way too much time telling me about the life story of everybody involved. Like, you got to know they're from a broken home and mommy and daddy don't get along. And then, and here comes the killing 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
Let's just get to the killing. And when a movie can start quick, I'm happy.
Yeah, I feel you on that, especially when it comes to horror. I need the horror to come quick. I think that's why I love The Conjuring so much. Like, the horror starts off with, within the first 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah,
it's like the last Halloween movie. Like, Michael Myers not in the first 50 minutes of the movie. You're like, where's the bad guy? No, we're all talking about how we feel. I feel good. I feel that. Just kill them all.
Exactly.
I don't even want the good guy to win. Kill them all.
Like, just kill them all. Let's get this started.
Right. Jeff Cobb versus Jacob eventually for the IC title. Damian, highly possible, especially with Jeff Cobb aligned with Solo. And Jacob and Jeff have history. This will be great.
Yeah, absolutely. I've heard that they have so much history together. So this should be really good.
Right. Ronan believes in Joe Henry. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Lenny the Cool, huh? Well, elaborate on that, huh? What more do you want to know? Trick Hendry, Ava's lip next. Oh my God. CEO Monet starting to lose her championships. Yeah, it's very interesting. Is she going to take a break? Is she going to take time off? I'm shocked that she gave a belt back. I've been on the record, and I can't change my mind, Anthony. I don't think Mercedes loses in AEW, maybe ever.
Ever?
I don't know. I
Wow.
think she like retires TBS champion. They bury
Yeah,
her.
I don't know. I'm kind of with you there a little bit that I would say for a very long time. And she didn't get pinned in that New Japan Strong Women's match. She didn't really get pinned there. But you know, yeah, I at least 2 years in AEW, she's not
Right.
getting pinned.
Right. Breaking news. There you go. Battleground. We get Tony D Stacks.
Yeah, Tony D versus Stacks at Battleground. Yeah, that should be good.
Well, I mean, Battleground graphics are going to be fun to make. TNA Championship contract signing for NXT Battleground. Joe Hendry goes to main roster. Well, we don't like Joe's still in TNA till the end of this year or late this year. No.
Yeah, I think till the end of the year. Okay, here we go.
I think Joe wins. Smile is not bad.
Yeah.
Whoop that trick. What do you think, people? Actually, well, we'll put this out in the chat while we're having this. But Joe or Trick? Who wins a Battleground? Who wins a Battleground? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know.
I like how Ava just listed out some former TNA world champs.
Ah. Oh, so they did book a woman. So that became a tag match. I thought I joked about it, but I didn't hear them say it. It was announced. There you go. Thank you, guys. Santos. Grayson Vacour versus Fatal Influenza. God damn, Chris. My Lord, what are you doing? Fatal Influenza. Thanksgiving was campy but fun. I don't take you serious. And my God, I'm so mad at the chat because they have me staring at the poor lady's upper lip that does not move. It is like a rock, steadfast and strong.
Her face, it don't move.
And I feel like she's got new ink on her arm. Like, good for her. I like it. Here we go. We will be getting sequels for both those, Black Phone and Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, generally when something kind of hits, we're going to get at least 3 of them.
Right.
Fuck, there's how many Sharknadoes?
6 of them.
I'm waiting for, and then we're starting to get all the cocaine movies, which is hilarious. We got the bear, now we get a shark. Like they're just.
Oh, we got a shark?
I think there's cocaine shark, yeah. I got to double check.
Find that and watch
They're just trying to add animals. Cocaine raccoon, let's go. Fact. L Sports Channel. Time start. Feel like there's more to that question? Movies you ain't, HBO. Jamie Lee Curtis killed Halloween. Cube is a great movie. That's a movie going back a little bit. Yeah, it's a good one. We got Trick's name on the contract. Yeah, copy and paste 100%. Those old ones, though. Man, I had stacks. I had, literally collected as many as I could. Like all the Halloweens, all the Friday the 13th, all the Nightmare on Elm Streets, all the Hellraisers, and then going through all the camp, like you said, the campy, shitty ones, like the Shocker and shit like that. No.
Right.
Like, who made this? Psycho, I like it.
Psycho, yeah, those are good movies if that's what you're talking about, Mr. Quake.
Gator. There you go. Cocaine Gator. Let's go. Get him, Gator.
Cocaine Gator.
Cocaine Sloth. Lady B. Let's go. These are why these animals are slow and sleepy. If they ever had energy, we're all fucked.
Right.
Dave is thick, except her upper lip.
Now we
Okay.
got Joe signing the contract.
Both men going deep, talking history here. Trick the heel, definitely in this vibe. Joe walks off. Yeah, they did the dark room one, so nobody went through a table.
Yeah.
But it's official, folks. Joe Hendry, Trick Williams, Battleground. First time ever, a TNA World Championship will be defended on a WWE PLE.
Yeah, absolutely. And we still got to get through Under Siege, where Trick and Joe are on opposite sides of a tag team match. So it's really insane headed towards Battleground.
Right. Do you think this main event's at Battleground?
Do you put the TNA title over the NXT title at Battleground?
I don't think so. If
I
anything
don't think so. I think it could co-main event.
Yep. Yeah, I think so, because Joe and Trick, I mean, former champion. Joe's got a big name, but I also am very aware of, I mean, again, like, don't rule out like a Jordan Julia being a main event. They are not afraid of that at all.
Yeah. This could actually be a good opener too. Trick versus Joe.
Yes. But I believe you are going to step away, sir. So I will see you in a moment. But folks, we are 2.5 minutes away from the end of the commercial break. I will take a second to remind everybody, go out there, get your merch, get all your Wrestling for Life Network merch. We got all the shirts, we got hoodies. This time of year, we got t-shirts, tank tops. We're working on some other stuff. I hinted at this before, something we will bring to the forefront as soon as I work some details out. But we are going to take pre-orders on Wrestling for Life jerseys, hockey jerseys, to be specific. We want to see if there's enough of a demand to order a bunch. So if there is a demand for the hockey jerseys, and I will tell you how you will make your desire for a jersey known in the future. But yeah, if there's a demand for some hockey jerseys, we're going to work on those. We'll follow hockey jerseys up with baseball jerseys if we can get them. What if Stephanie versus Jordan is the main event? Very possible, Trey. Very possible in this environment with the NXT, how much they push the women. Hoping that it's going to be one of the stronger matches on the show. It could. Oba versus Miles probably opens Battleground. Interesting. Unless Oba versus Miles is a launch for something else, and maybe you save it for the end. It's a very interesting question. Battleground could be a place where we see Hikuleo finally. I'm surprised Joe's still able to walk after what the RKO did to him at Mania. Big Doug. I like that Trick threw it up into his face of, you took a 3-minute ass whooping. The Exorcist, a classic. I'm a big fan of just like the theme of The Exorcist. Tubular bells. No, they did not. Timothy, what did Timothy say? I don't know. A few weeks ago, SmackDown had Sasha Banks on a poster. Oh, I don't think so. Not on purpose anyway. Hockey jerseys are super comfortable. Yes, they are. Gotta love a good jersey. Cocaine Bear, Sixth Sense, classic. The Exorcist was a movie way ahead of its time. It really was. I mean, I think of that, and I feel like the OG, like Amityville Horrors, kind of scared the shit out of some people. But The Exorcist was a bit of a classic, yeah, for sure. And yeah, intense, some very intense scenes. Speedy recovery to Jake the Snake. Yeah, Jake the Snake had heart surgery. And again, considering everything that man has been through, I hope he recovers strong. I mean, some people just built with those genes, built strong. And Jake, for all the abuse he's put on himself in one way or the other, I hope he recovers strong and comes back feeling good. The tag titles might miss Battleground. We'll see. We got Hank and Tank. Now, Briggs is partnerless. Yoshi left, folks. I am heartbroken. Everybody's upset about releases. Where is justice for Yoshi? Where's Yoshi? You can eat the rock, but not Ava. God damn it. I hate bullying. It's not bullying to critique. And here's my opinion on that. And I can say this because I did it. if you put yourself in public, then people have the right to have an opinion. You might not always like it. You might, you might take some heat. Yeah, and it happens, but it's part of the gig. That's why you get paid more money. You chose it. You're there, and if your upper lip doesn't move, we're going to talk about it. But it's like playful. It's not hateful. But Briggs is being approached by Spears. Now we know that Nost, Briggs' former partner, has joined Spears. Could Spears get a tag team under his belt? The first RKO was business. The second one was a welcome to the big time. Oh, 100%. 100%. Oh, Chase U. Wah, wah. Ava looks like the stoner chick that sits in the back of Chase U class. Poltergeist, love that. She's in the TV. She's in the TV. We got to get out of here, baby. Did you try and get her out? No, I changed the channels. Anybody gets that, you're my friend. Hearing rumors about Miles Bourne and Stephanie Vacour, I will be. Yeah, you got to give man props if he can. Got to think about it. Okay, Andre cursing. Andre here on the TV cursing. Oh, wait a minute. Next week, Joe Hendry live in concert. What is happening? Next Tuesday, breaking news, folks. Next Tuesday, we're getting Joe Hendry in concert and Trix dropping a music video. Kalani Jordan going to take on Zarya. I want my own hockey jersey. Let's go. Let's go. That thing is good. The thing's an old classic. 100%. Miles and Stephanie are dating. Good for him. Milky White getting that Latino on his game. House of a Thousand Corpses. Love that movie. I love the zombie movies. Rob Zombie, not, no, they're great movies, classics. I remember my brother was super into them, and he sat my parents down like, you're going to love this. It's such a good movie. You got to know your audience, and that was not the right audience for that movie. But here comes Jordan Grace. I will put a poll up. 60% think that Joe is going to win 40. So not a dominating favorite. Trick has some believers out there. So who wins? Is it going to be Grace and Steph? Or is it going to be Fatal Influenza? Thank you, Chris. Bum, 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 bum. Or does nobody win this one because it's a schmoz? All right, folks, get your votes in. Who you taking? Who you taking? Who you taking? DDP Yoga works. Yeah, a lot of great things, especially here's, I guess, my friendly tip. But if going to the gym or getting to that level of exercise is challenging, DDP Yoga is great for kind of the beginner, the starting point. If you have bad knees, bad hips, it's a good place to kind of learn some easy stuff, some around the house aerobics. So I like to call them. Was the show so bad that we had to talk about horror movies? It wasn't that bad, but not interesting enough to make us stop. I'll put it that way. I hate the Nasty Boys hockey jerseys when I was a teenager. The Nasty Boys, for whatever reason, Public Enemy stands out for the jerseys as well. Well, eat God if Ava would stop coming. All right, then. You win. Briggs is JBL 3.0. Yeah, I think Briggs is still trying to overall figure it out. I didn't know why they stuck him in with Yoshi. It was good for a little while. I know that there was some love there. Now, Yoshi said, I have somebody for you, so we'll see what that means. But it looks like Sean Spears is trying to work that out. We'll see. Briggs is a big boy. Looks like he has, the makings of what a guy could be a superstar. So we'll see. But folks, get your votes in. We get the ding ding tag match main event. All the ladies. Jordan Grace, Fallon Henley kicking this one off. JC Jane and Stephanie Vacour on the aprons. Who could you see beating Oba for the title? Nobody. It's hard to envision it, Kyle. It's got to be something crazy. I mean, does a guy like Hikuleo come in and instantly kind of stamp his mark on the company by having a moment like that? Oh, Steph blind tags. Grace doesn't like it, but Steph's on fire. Slide through. Grab by the throat, though. So, I mean, really, on paper, Ethan Page, he probably doesn't beat Oba. Does a Joe Hendry one day beat Oba? Maybe one day, but when he's busy. Trick's doing good work right now. Could he eventually be the guy that takes it back as like the heel Trick? I don't know. But on paper, off the top of my head, Oba is in that status, that aura, if you will, of who's going to beat him, who's really going to take that belt away. Extras all day. Let's go. Yoshi left. Yeah, say it ain't so. It's heartbreaking. Say it ain't so. It's so. It's so. It's sad. I'm gonna miss the Yoshi splash. I'm gonna be just watching clip videos of the Yoshi. Yoshi coming back to Japan. Contract expires. Facts. Inamuri back in Japan. Okay. Yes. Ricky Saint dethrones Oba at some point. Yeah, again, maybe a real David versus Goliath thing, but I think, he's North American champion, fine. And, oh, wait. We get the bridge. Kick out by JC. Look, Mom, no hands. Tell Shawn Michaels in creative, let him know. It's constructive. It might be a stretch, but I'll take it. Josh Briggs is JBL, got that one. Yoshi made a yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like, at first I was like, what the fuck? And then by the time he was like, I'm going, I was like, don't go. Come back. Let's hang out a little more. There's more things we can do. Let's go. Ava's a Slipknot fan. Oh, God. Go cry in the car. It's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. I own about 2,200 horror movies on DVD and Blu-ray. Anytime I get a chance to go to Walmart and raid. It's so funny, JV, because I did the same thing. I had a wall of CDs and DVDs, and thousands, and it was there was a large part of time where a lot of money went in that direction. Things have changed, but I mean, I loved having all of them. I mean, I might not have seen them all. I just own them. But speaking of seeing them all, there you go.
What's up? What's up?
Welcome back, sirs. We are in a pretty good main event.
Yeah, so this is the main event. Jordan teaming up with Stephanie to take on Fatal Influence.
Right. I feel like the segment was so flat, I didn't catch the fact that this was going to happen.
Yeah, same. I did not catch that that match being announced at all.
But we are going to a commercial break. So how do you feel about this? Next week, Joe Hendry in concert and Trick dropping a track.
Yeah, I saw that. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I don't know. That could be fun on both ends. So I'm kind of excited to see it.
Right. Sorry, MDB just found out that Stephanie Vacour might be dating Miles Bourne. So he is now officially a Miles Bourne hater. Now you know why I called him the wrong name for so long, MDB. Forget that guy. Rob Zombie always makes interesting movies. I mean, I've been a fan. I've been a fan of his work. They're crazy. They're out there, kind of, really exploiting the hillbilly underworld in a way. So I liked them. I did not like what he did with Halloween 2. But the first one he did was great.
The first one was really good.
So good. Hey, Canada's got Dick's Sporting Goods. I know Dick's. Dick's was trying to get in here once upon a time. Things I never thought I would say reasonably on the channel. I don't know if they're out west or not. If there are, there's like one or two dicks kicking around.
Oh my gosh.
We are kind of dick free. I don't know. Rumor is they're going to get rid of the border. So let's hold on tight, folks. We're all going to be kumbaya soon.
Ooh.
Imagine freely going back and forth.
That would be crazy. That would be insane. The way that the world is going right now.
Oh shit, we're in trouble. Sean Legacy in a triple threat? For what? For who? Sean's gonna fight Javon. Big elbow. Joe Hendry concert and Trick Williams rap battle. Reminiscent of John Cena. Well, we've seen this with like AJ Francis and Joe, which is still my favorite. We saw it with Joe and just about every opponent he had in TNA.
Yeah, that's true. And then didn't Trick drop a diss track for Ethan Page at one point? Yeah.
Ethan's was better.
Yeah, Ethan's was way better. Way better. Trick tried.
No, Joe Hendry's was it Banned from Flying? Was my favorite.
Yeah, that one was hilarious.
The AJ Styles music. Oh,
that was perfect. The one that he did, what was it, Edge's bitch? That was hilarious.
Who did he do the Fired Twice one to? Or was that also AJ?
I think that was AJ. Yeah, that was AJ. That was AJ Francis.
The Banned from Flying killed me. Ole. Vatua for the win. Let's see what the chat is saying. 90% going baby face. And Fatal Influence tied with nobody.
Tied with nobody. Ooh.
Muscle Hamster. What a fun night on the channel.
Is that talking about Jordan Grace's muscle hamster?
Yes, I hope so. I really do. If not, I don't know. Oh, there's more to wrestling than what? Grace and Steph for the win. We're having fun. Yeah, we definitely are having fun.
Yeah.
It's how these shows go, folks. Ricky Starks. Omos can beat Oba. Yeah, no. People still mad about Omos. Why isn't he out there? Why isn't he in Noah? I don't know, guys.
I don't know. And I don't really care about Omos that much either.
No, not really. As
Jordan taking out everybody.
Some people were trying to sell Jordan as a dangerous wrestler coming out of certain events over the last couple of weeks. Said it before. I defended her, a hard-hitting wrestler, yes, but dangerous. I'd say a lot of people would say to the contrary.
Yeah, I don't think she's a dangerous wrestler, but she's definitely stiff with her hits. But that just comes from, the difference between WWE style and the rest of the world.
Right. Does Steph go to Raw or SmackDown? It's tough. I don't know right now because there's so much talent. SmackDown could use her, but I think she'd be more fun on Raw.
Yeah, I mean, SmackDown is kind of stacked with the women's division. Raw is too. Like both divisions are pretty solid at this point, especially with the turn of Naomi and her bringing out this side. It's like it's crazy,
right? The moxie and confidence of Fatal Influence.
Ooh.
Oh, JC yanking it. Oh, Steph's back. They're just slapping each other.
Yeah.
Big boo from JC. JC's looking good, man.
She is.
Oh, what move?
That was a nasty kick. Oh, taking out the legs of Jordan Grace. That was cool. That was a cool move.
WWE trying to rebuild that women's tag division quick.
Yeah. Oof.
Miles Bourne is the new Sami Zayn for me. It's only hate in our future. What? Oh, I see. Canada has Sears or not? Yes, we have Sears. It was fun times.
Oh, Sears is still around in Canada? Because I don't think we have Sears anymore here. I think it went out of business. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chad.
I think we still have a couple. I could be wrong.
Okay. Ooh.
Sure.
1,
Jordan Grace.
3.
Anthony, have I been in America? I've been in America a lot. I used to go to the States all the time.
I know I'm not trying to make you sound old by any means, but I know back like long time ago, you didn't need a passport to cross the border, right?
Right. Not I mean, I'll put it this way. In my traveling life, I always needed a passport.
Okay.
I'll put it that way. That's let's go. Oh, crossbody on the replay. Good match.
The promo sucked, but this was actually a fun match.
5% did say nobody. I miss Lucha Underground. You don't have to miss Lucha Underground. All the Lucha guys are now somewhere else. Jeff Cobb just signed. He's a Lucha guy. We got Penta. We got Phoenix. We got Ricochet over on the other show with Kill Switch.
Yeah.
Lucha Underground is alive and well, just not where you thought it was.
We got Chelsea Green. She was a part of Lucha Underground. They're just scattered all across the wrestling world.
All right. Ivy Nile is muscle hamster number 2. Thea Hale is muscle hamster number 3. She'll always be squirrel girl to me.
Squirrel girl.
I barely made it, but I liked and subscribed. What's up in the flesh? Welcome.
So Tony versus Stacks.
So, Battleground. So the commentary jumped a little bit there.
Yeah.
But Battleground. Miles Bourne against Oba. Could he do it?
It's a thing. It's happening.
All right. Joe Hendry, Trick Williams, man, this is gonna be crazy.
For the TNA World Title.
Right.
Crazy.
Anthony Bowen as TNT champion. Anybody as TNT champion with some relevancy would be nice.
Yeah, I was so gung-ho about Adam Cole winning it, and nothing has really came out of it.
It's a lost thing. But Jordan handing the belt graciously to Stephanie and raising her hand. Fatal Influence not happy. Jordan staring at that belt, though.
Staring at that title. I think she wins at Battleground. I think she wins.
Something going on in the locker room, Anthony.
Uh-oh.
Ethan Page. Oh. So we got Ricky.
Oh, he takes out Ricky.
It's been a funny night on NXT. Couple funny spots, but Stephanie Vacour has got the belt top. Jordan looking on.
I'm hoping Jordan wins. Pulling for Jordan.
Yay. Yeah?
I'm pulling for Jordan.
Jordan gets the belt. Stephanie moves on?
Yeah, Stephanie moves on. Yeah. Because the roster, the women's roster in NXT is stacked. Like we got to space
Uh,
some of these women out.
yeah, and I mean, you need some of the women to move. Like, I love Jada Parker, but she's so new. But we got to get people out of the way so we can get more Jada. You know, like.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
real quick, folks, that is the end of the show. We will take your rating out of 10, as we do for every single show. Give us your rating out of 10. How do you feel about it? What did you like? What didn't you like? Anthony and I will wind it down. How do you feel about this? Josh Alexander is Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling Champion.
Yes, I'm excited about that. I have to watch the latest show. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard it was great. Giselle Shaw is the Maple Leaf Pro Women's Champion as
Yes.
well, and I heard that there was just some great matches all around.
Yes.
For that, so I got to watch that hopefully this weekend.
Yeah, for anyone out there that hasn't seen Maple Leaf Pro, I mean, I like what Scott's doing, and he did some local press here on this side of the border and really talking about there is a history of wrestling. I mean, a lot of guys used to run Toronto and Montreal as part of their territory. Of course, we know the longstanding history out west as well. But to kind of bring Maple Leaf Pro back, I mean, to do it, a show at Maple Leaf Gardens, even, an arena that's no longer a mainstay in a major league. So, go check out MLP. A lot of good TNA, AEW, independent influence, and a scattering of some other stuff. But really good wrestling.
Yeah, really solid wrestling. They had their first show last October, outstanding, and their last show before this past one was really good too.
Yeah.
So I've heard nothing but good things about Maple Leaf Pro since it reimagined itself.
Right, Vance giving it a 7 out of 10 tonight. Ethan Page attacked Ricky to close the show. Yeah, it looks like Ethan's pissed off that he got beat. Takes it out on Ricky. Good chance we're going to get Ethan versus Ricky at Battleground.
Absolutely, yeah. It seems like that's where we're heading towards.
Right. Grace should have went straight to Raw. NXT is too crowded with women. I understand why she didn't, though. I mean, there's nothing wrong with where she is. Could she be fine? But the main rosters, my worry about Jordan or anyone else coming in is getting lost in the shuffle because they're automatically behind. And no matter how much we like them, the Beckys and Charlottes and whoever are in the way, one for better or for worse.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I know I was a big stickler of Jordan going straight to the main roster as well. Hopefully they do, she wins the title and kind of has a lengthy reign in NXT. Yeah. We'll see where it goes from there. But yeah, I'm always scared for people being lost in the shuffle when you still got, like you said, Charlotte, Becky, and things of that sort still around.
Absolutely. 9.5 from Quake. Mr. Quake waving. 7 out of 10 NXT. I'm kind of in that range. 7. I think 7. We kind of got on a couple tangents here tonight about movies and such.
Yeah.
Usually the show isn't stealing our focus.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the first hour. I thought the opening match was fun. And I think the Miles Bourne and Ethan Page match was good too. After that, it kind of hit that slow moments.
Yeah, a little bit of a clunky segment for the women to set up the main event. The main event was fun. Nothing, we won't be talking about it for a long time, but it was a great match, a good, solid weekly show match. Like you said, a lot of, things were okay. It was an okay night. It was, a good one.
Yeah, really good. Solid night all around.
Right.
But yeah, I'm in the 7 range too.
Yeah, 7.5 from Kyle. Yeah, 7 seems fair. I think 8's a little too high, but ultimately not a boring show. Didn't take forever, and again, still enough that you're like, oh, what's going on? Even if it wasn't the best of shit.
Right.
5.5 out of 10, 0 out of 10, no Cora. So that's Boston's new thing now. 9.5. Stampede Wrestling 2. Absolutely. I did mention out west. Well, you got till July, Anthony.
Yes, for the next MLP show. So I got a couple of months, but I'm definitely trying to watch it this weekend.
Right. 8 out of 10 from Denisha, 5 out of 10 from Dale, 7.25 knee pads. F Miles Bourne. Yeah, MVP crying in his pillow tonight. 8.5 from Anthony. Yeah. 8 from the Yeet God. 7. Yeah, I think that's fair. Tomorrow night, Samoa Joe versus Jon Moxley for the AEW World Title in Steel Cage. I would be excited for this if it wasn't a foregone conclusion. And
Yeah.
again, Tony Khan, the challenge is on Tony Khan. Surprise me, prove me wrong. But this feels like a foregone conclusion, Anthony.
Yeah, it's definitely John Moxley tomorrow. But if Samoa Joe pulls it out, I'll be over the moon because we'll actually get to see that beautiful title on television again.
Right. Yeah, I truly believe that Moxley stays champion to All In. To me, it's been telegraphed huge. And I feel like there's been a chunk here. I feel like Double or Nothing, and I heard some other major AEW fans say the same thing. Double or Nothing feels a bit forgotten this year.
Yeah.
Double or Nothing used to be the shit. Like, you Double or Nothing, don't miss Double or Nothing.
Yeah, a must-watch pay-per-view every year when it comes to Double or Nothing. They just haven't really talked about it as much. I am excited for the match. I think it's Hangman versus Osprey. Is that the match for the final? Yeah, I'm excited for that match. Absolutely excited for that one.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were concerned like 3 weeks out from the Double or Nothing, and that's all we knew was we were going to get the finals of the men's and women's Owen. Not a whole lot. Now they are starting to fill it out. I think Hangman and Osprey is going to be a really good match. And what I found very interesting is there's a bit of a split on who's going to win, which I thought it would be a slam dunk Osprey, but a lot of people are like, Paige kind of earned it.
Man, true. He's had an outstanding year, or back half of 2024 and now. Yeah, he has kind of earned it.
Absolutely. 7 out of 10. NXT for NXT for Live says, ye God. Wrestling rants. Raw was so freaking bad. Raw was very average. It was a pawn moving show. I don't know if you want to quickly give your 2 cents on that, but I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but I felt like they were putting a lot of things in place.
I tuned in for the opening segment, and then I tuned out and came back for the women's main event. That's kind of how I felt about Raw.
Right. Good point, Boston. And either way, we're going to be here for it. No, that's fair, Anthony. But ladies and gentlemen, that is NXT tonight. That is the show. Raw was mid as F. Yeah, mid's better than garbage. It was very average, but I'm okay with it ultimately. But we are back for Beach Break. I think are they in Chicago for Beach Break?
Yes, and I don't know of a beach in Chicago.
MBB, what up? Not known for the beachiest of places, but I'm sure they have some lovely ones. But anyway, lots going on tomorrow. It's going to be a crazy night. Fatal 4-way with the women. A lot of fans are looking forward to this one, so we will be here live Thursday TNA, Friday SmackDown. So much coming your way, building towards all these crazy pay-per-views. And I hope everyone out there had fun tonight. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow all our socials. Make sure you go check out all our content down below, including the TNA review with Mr. Anthony.
Absolutely.
Any final thoughts, sir?
No final thoughts, but yeah, we're back for TNA. I'm excited. I'll be back for TNA on Thursday and the TNA review this coming weekend. So y'all stay tuned and have that bell checked for all of the notifications when we go live.
Absolutely, folks. That is our show. Our stuff is real. Our stuff. No, I'm not going to do it. I just miss the guy sometimes. But no, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We watch more live wrestling than anybody else out there, folks. And again, be a part of the family. Tell everybody you know. Spread the word. Come on back tomorrow. And until then, we'll see you on the flip side. Good night.